I'm a very spiritual person and often feel at one with God or source or the universe. However, I still feel loneliness. I really want to overcome this, but how? Well, this one can be a challenge because it's really about welcoming it as opposed to overcoming it, right? So we get this feeling that we want to get rid of it, overcome it, conquer the challenge. Those are all fine, but the words have a meaning behind them that are very like forceful in the sense of like you doing something. And we want to be in that like real centered place of allowing spirit to flow through us. And when spirit flows through us and it connects to nature, if you're a surfer, you're out in the waves and you just feel that connection, that's where you're starting to feel the oneness and the loneliness subsides. So as you move through life every day and you're out in nature, it could be that you're walking on grass, the sand, pebbles, and you're feeling the sensation in your feet of what it's like to be there and experience that you start to realize, oh, I'm part of this. I'm not separate from this. And that's where we start to recognize that loneliness is also an illusion. It's a good one, and I don't want to ignore it because a lot of us feel it. I still feel it. I still feel loneliness. In a true enlightened sense, there's no space for loneliness because we just know that we are everything and we are connected to everything. But on the journey getting to this enlightened state, we experience loneliness. Sometimes it's physical loneliness from another human, and sometimes it's the loneliness from separation from source. The moment that we realized that, oh, I'm in this body and I'm separate. That's the illusion, but that I'm separate from source. And we spend the rest of our life, and many lifetimes in some cases, lining back up to knowing who we really are as a part of source, as a part of God. And I don't mean that in a religious definition sense, but we start to realize like, oh, I am all of this and nothing at the same time. I reference this a lot, but there's a movie, Lucy, and at the very end, it's just so profound how she recognizes that she is everything and nothing all at the same time. And that's a beautiful place to be, and one that, you know, as I said, can take lifetimes to get to. But the loneliness, welcome it, because you're on an ascension journey. Again, you're feeling an emotion that's helping you be here now in this body. And the more you can feel it and allow it to release, the more you're going to start to feel the connection back to everything. But if you stay focused on the loneliness feeling from the standpoint of, I'm so lonely, then that storyline is going to really anchor in the emotion of loneliness, and then you don't release the loneliness, right? A really important distinction. I so appreciate you joining the show. I would love for you to go to bethbell.me because there are so many resources for you there. There's everything from the psychedelic resource guide, the herpes handbook, the awakening and healing handbook. There's the angels, herpes, and psychedelics book, of course. So much more on there. So bethbell.me, check it out. I look forward to seeing you next week, Sunday, 11 a.m. on Pacific time, here on the YouTube channel at Beth Bell Live. So wishing you much bliss and love on life's journey, and see you next week.